Hi, and welcome back to Ignite Success, where we sit down with all kind of cool, awesome people doing cool and awesome things here in Jacksonville, Florida. And today, I'm so happy to have 3 guests on. Juanita Jones.
Hello.
How you doing, Juanita?
I'm doing well.
So good to have you back.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You're going to become everybody's best friend by the time the show's over.
I hope so.
Well,
I hope
what
so.
you have to offer. Yes. And Richard Brown.
Hi, Sherrie.
Thank you for being here, Richard.
My pleasure.
And my friend John Beehner.
Hi, Sherrie.
Hi,
Thanks for having me.
Oh, great to have you, John. I'm glad you got on the show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We had some challenges with scheduling, but it's all good. So what I want to do is just go by, and I want to talk to you, Juanita.
Sure.
You have the Edible Blessings.
Yes. Edible Blessings has been my baby for the last 24 years. It started off as a hobby. It's a bakery business. Originally, I was just doing custom cakes and, the crazy 3-dimensional cakes. And then COVID hit. And that required me to pivot the business into something a little different that made it a little more convenient for the clients to get my products and services. And that resulted in me developing mobile bakery vending machines. And then besides the vending machines, last year we added the mobile bakery trailer. So I have an opportunity to be able to put myself out there in front of way more people. And then it's also less demanding than the traditional cakes that I was doing, as well as an opportunity to have less contact. Because, after COVID, we had to be a lot more careful with having direct contact with people. So that's, kind of the way that I went with the business in order to make it a little bit more lucrative, number one, and number two, to be able to service more people that didn't even know Edible Blessings existed.
That's kind of cool because what you ended up doing is taking your thing, you hit some walls and challenges, and
hit
you
a
pivoted.
lot of walls.
And you pivoted, and you made it work.
Yes, ma'am.
And you even pioneered and created new stuff to make it work.
Yes, ma'am.
And you and I were talking earlier about entrepreneurship. You are an entrepreneur, girl. We have a lot to say about that, don't
Yes,
we?
yes.
Yeah, we talked about that. Well, thank you so much for sharing and bringing your goodies. I told you everybody's going to be best friends with her, because she has some good stuff.
Thank you.
And then next we have Richard Brown of Blue Lobster Leadership.
Blue Lobster Leadership.
Yes, which is why I wore blue, of course.
You got the memo.
Told you I got
Good
the
deal.
3 o'clock and 8 a.m. memo. Yeah. So tell us, what is Blue Lobster Leadership about?
It is not seafood delivery, I can tell you that.
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh.
Blue Lobster Leadership has one mission, and we like to say we grow leaders into heroes. I'm single-handedly trying to raise the bar on now it's a $170 billion industry, the leadership development industry. If you're in this industry and you're doing the same thing, same way you were doing it 5 years ago, you're behind the power curve. Blue Lobster Leadership isn't here, and our purpose is not to take people to teach them to become effective managers. And it's all about the blue lobster, because blue lobsters occur 1 out of every 200 million lobsters. They're very rare.
Wow.
And what it's about is that everybody out there has someone in their life that has impacted them so significantly that maybe 20 to 30, 40 years later, that impact is still present in their lives. And it's their hero, it's their mentor, it's the person that maybe made them believe they could do more than they could. Maybe it's a father, a coach, a parent, a teacher, whatever. But most people only have 1 or 2. And that's the tragedy, because they should have 7 or 8 people or 9 or 10 or 100 people that have impacted them. That's what we're trying to do, is to take people to go beyond effective management, to become inspirational leaders, to become heroic, inspirational leaders to their people. That's what they deserve. That's what we all deserve.
That's great. That's great. And John, tell us about Wise Counsel.
Wise Counsel is a roundtable process to help entrepreneurs of faith and ministry leaders as well, get to know the right way to lead their business from biblical principles. And so it's been fun, exciting. I've got about 35 entrepreneurs that I work with here in Jacksonville. And so we meet on a regular basis, also do a boot camp once a year. We try to bring in outside speakers and experts from all big companies and little companies as well, inspire people with new ideas and old ideas. It's about not just working in the business, but working on the business from a strategic point of view. And this is the issue for a lot of small businesses, of course. It's great to do the day-to-day tactical things, but working on the business. It's more from a strategic point of view. You know, we got to work both. And I've had the privilege of working over 40 years with different entrepreneurs all over Florida and even other parts of the country as well. And we had 300 clients, in fact, at the other business that I had, the Lord led me to in 1980. And so I keep learning from them, and hopefully they keep learning from me in the process. We bring in outside experts to talk about cash flow, hiring, and ministry, and praying for each other, and caring about each other, and treating people right, etc. You know, from a biblical point of view. So it's
and that's
fun.
a great point of view. Christian
fun.
marketplace ministry, right?
Yeah.
Well, this went by really quick, guys. I thank you guys for being here. If you want to know more about John Beehner, and if you want to know more about Richard Brown and Juanita Jones, then go to iwantabuzz.com. And that's it for this segment, unfortunately, but I'll catch you in the next one. With Storehouse Media Group, we are an award-winning publisher, and we are everything books. We take an author who wants to write a book, whether it's with a concept and we help flesh it out and develop it, or we will write the book for them, or we edit the book, or we publish the book, and we can market it to bestseller. All of the above. We just everything books. That's what Storehouse Media Group is.